Yes YouTube, what's happening? My name is David Templar and this is a 500 calorie workout. So today, very similar to yesterday's one, if you've done it, we're going to be using 2 dumbbells, and instead of going upper body today, we're going to be working our lower body. So we're not going to focus on quads or hamstrings or glutes, we're going to do it all doing 8 different exercises. So let me take you through the 8 different exercises now. We're then going to get straight into the warm up and then the workout. So first exercise, apologies if your shoulders are still a little bit sore from yesterday. We're going to go into a thruster. So this is a full body movement. You're going to start with the weights wrapped up on your shoulder. You're going to squat down until your elbows touch your knees. If you can't get down that far, go as far as you can. And then you're going to use the momentum from that drive up to push the weights above your head. So this is working your core because the weights are front racked. It's working your quads as you drive up. It's working your glutes as you extend the hip. And it's working the shoulder to push it overhead. So let's take you through that movement with the weights. We're going to go front rack, feet in a comfortable position. It doesn't need to be shoulder width, it's comfortable for you. We're going to squat down and press up. Set yourself again and then go. If you can do it a bit more fluid, try going all in one movement, but it does get pretty tough. Okay, there's exercise number 1. If you're doing this without any weights, feel free to take it into jump squats. You're going to touch your hands on the floor and up to the ceiling. Careful not to hit your hands. Okay, exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're going to go into something called a Romanian Deadlift. So this is a hip hinge movement. You're going to start with your feet about shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees so they're soft, and we're going to hinge the hip by pushing the bum back. So imagine you've got a button on the wall behind you, bum goes back, you should feel the weight transfer into your hamstrings. Once it's nice and stretched here, and you can feel it in those hammies, you're going to squeeze the glute, extend the hip, and you come back up to the start position. So I don't want to see you doing this. It's bum back, chest nice and proud, load them up, squeeze the glutes. So again, with the weights, I'm probably going to go a bit heavier, or as heavy as I can, with the 24s. I'll show you with these ones though. So, 1 in each hand, soft knees, weights come down, keeping them as close as you can to your body, bum goes back. I can feel that in my hamstrings now, so we're going to squeeze the glutes to come back to the start. If you are joining in without any weights, you can really easily modify that to get some stimulus. So if you can feel it without any weight, like that, feel free to do so, but you can take it onto one leg. So same principles apply, one leg, hinge at the hip, load that hamstring up, and then squeeze to come back to the start. Okay, exercise number 3, we're going to go into a goblet squat. So similar to a front squat, we're going to hold that weight in front of us. Again, find a stance that's comfortable for you. We're going to squat down and then come back up. So similar to the start of the thruster, but we're not going to be driving that above our head, which means we can go a bit heavier and get the stimulus on the legs. Okay, again, if you don't have any weights, just take that into a bodyweight squat, like so. Okay, exercise number 4 and 5 is the same exercise, but we're going to do it unilaterally, which means working one side of your body independently of the other. We're going to go into a single leg glute bridge, and you're not actually going to use any weight for this, unless you want to. What we're going to do, lay on our back, pick your weak leg first, you're going to make sure your hips are tipped under, so you're going to get the right contraction in the glute. Maybe lift your toes up, just to make sure you're pressing in the hamstring and the glute, and we're going to drive the hips to the ceiling, and then come back down. So, very important here, I don't want to see you leading with your stomach. Don't do this, because it's going to put pressure on the lower part of your back. You want to tip your hips under, drive through the heel, hips to the ceiling, and that should all be in the glute and hamstring. The closer your foot is to your bum, the more you're going to feel that in your glute. The further away your foot is, the more hammies you're going to get. So I'd say find a position halfway in between and get the best of both worlds. So there's exercise number 4. Exercise number 5, we're just going to be doing the different leg. Exactly the same principles apply, like so. And as I said, if you want to add a bit of extra weight in there, put it on your hip and do exactly the same form. I'm probably not going to do that because I get enough stimulus just from bodyweight stuff. Okay, next up we're going into a Bulgarian split squat, and you're going to need a chair, sofa, some sort of elevation here. And what we're going to do, again, starting with the weak leg first, I'll show you my strong leg there just because it's easier for the camera. you are going to plant one foot on the floor, other foot comes up, and we're just going to lower that back knee to the floor, but trying to replicate that same movement as a squat. So it's not a lunge, we're not reaching out here like this. We're going to push the bum back first, so we're going to bring our weight forwards, keep the tension in the quad, I'm about to fall over, and then lower to the floor. Like so. I'm going to do that on both legs for exercises 7, 6 and 7. And then exercise number 8, we're just going to finish off with a plank. Give those legs a little chance to rest before going back into exercise number 1, which is the thrusters. So, 8 exercises. We're going to work for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we're going to keep repeating that until we hit the 500 calories. So, I've got my watch on. This is a Polar Ignite around my wrist. I did a little speech on this yesterday on TikTok. Somebody said that it's inaccurate around the wrist. I've also got a MyZone heart rate monitoring on, and they kind of talk to each other. They're similar or thereabouts calories, so we know that this is pretty indicative of what we're doing. But as always, what I'm saying is, try not to get too hung up on calories, but see it as a benchmark for how hard you're working. So when you go into the gym and you do 100 calories on the rower, it doesn't mean that you've burnt 100 calories, it's just to show you the benchmark of how hard you're working. Right, there we go, there's the explanation, there's the workout. We're going to get going with a warm-up, and then we're going to get cracking with the exercises. Okay, let's get going with the warm-up. Similar to yesterday, we're not focusing much on cardio, so don't need to get that heart rate massively high before starting. We want to prime the muscles we're about to use before doing the workout. So, we're just going to start off doing some inchworms. Stand at the top of your mat. If you don't have one, just stand wherever. We're going to bend down, touch the floor, walk our hands out into that high plank position, and then come back up. So, 5 reps on me. Let's go. 1. 2, 3, 4. On the last one, stay down when you go 50 mountain climbers. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30. Good, right, walk those hands back in and come to the middle of your mat. We're just going to start off with body weight squats. So, find a stance that's comfortable for you. I always say this, it isn't shoulder width, it isn't anything. The anatomy of your hip dictates where your feet go. Just make sure it's comfortable to sit in between and come back up, and make sure your knees tracking over your toe. So let's go, 10 body weight squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're going to add a rotation in. So, at the top, both ways, we're going to do 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, take that stance slightly wider, and you're just going to bend one leg at a time, keeping the other one straight, and slowly rock from side to side. As you feel your body getting warmer, try and get lower and lower. If you find it easier to lift the toes off the floor, so you can get nice and low, feel free to do that. We're just going to spend about another 10 seconds here, and if you can, get your hands to the floor. So staying nice and dynamic, we just want to open up those hips, stretch the groin, and get comfortable in this position. Right, let's go 2 more each side. 1, 2, 2. Okay, back up onto your feet, just keep it nice and dynamic. Open up the gate, a little shuffle in between. So just knee up, out to the side, shuffle. Up, side, shuffle. Let's go, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, into the John Terry's. You're going to lift your knee up, kick out, little shuffle, and repeat. Knee up, out, shuffle, repeat. Good, let's go. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to close it up. So, out to the side, to the front. Let's go 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, down on the floor. Let's weight those glutes up. These are coming up in the workout. So we're going to drive through the heels, hips to ceiling, squeeze the bum. Let's just go 10 double feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A few little rocks on your back and we're almost ready to go. 3, 4, 5, and stand up. Right, usually we're just about to press start and go again. We are going to go in the 40 seconds and I'm going to get that watch on. In 3, 2, let's go. Find those dumbbells. Front rack. We're going 40 seconds. Boom. Remember, set and go. If you can do it nice and fluid, be my guest. But trust me, by the time you get to round 4 or 5, you'll be thankful for that little split second at the top. Right, we're halfway through already. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, hold it there. We're going to go into Rdls. Depending on what weight you've got, obviously just use what you have. I'm going to try and go a little bit heavier. Okay, 5 calories burnt already, we're laughing. Okay, 3 seconds and we're in. 2, 1, let's go. Remember, bum back. Keep going down until you feel that pinch in your hamstrings. Halfway. 10 seconds, let's go. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax it there. Fuck me, that's heavy. Okay, going into goblet squats. So, front rack with 1 dumbbell. Or, if you can't go heavy enough, feel free to do 2 front racked at the same time. We're going back in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. So chest nice and proud. Trying to get those elbows on the knees, but not taking any tension out at the bottom by resting here. I don't want to see this. Tension stays in the quads, and we go back up. I'm very aware that I can't see anything, but you know what I mean. Good, there's 20 seconds already. So to dumb this down, this exercise is working the front of your legs. The last one worked the backs of your legs. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and relax. Okay, put them to one side. We're coming into those single leg glute bridges. I'm going to do it this way. Starting off with your weak leg. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, make sure you're driving through that hill. Lift your toes up if you need to. Take a slight pause at the top and make sure that tailbone's tucked under. If you feel any pain in your lower back, you're doing it wrong. You want to tuck that tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, and look, I'm absolutely struggling here. I've got no weight. It's just single leg. If you're finding these too difficult, take it into 2 legs. 5 seconds, last rep, 3, 2, and relax. Okay. Oh, I hate to tell you guys, but I think this is going to be a long one today. Fuck. Okay. 5 seconds, we're going back in with the second leg. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Exactly the same, driving through that hill. "15 seconds in." Again, if you're finding it too easy, just add a weight on your hip and you can increase that intensity. Okay, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Right, we're into the Bulgarian split squat. So, raise the height of one of your legs on something behind you. You can either take your dumbbells in each hand or take one in front of you. One foot comes up and we're going in 3, 2, 1. Right, into the last 5 seconds. Let's go, 2 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax it there. We're going in with the other leg. Oh no. This could take a while today. Okay, 3, 2, let's go. Halfway. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax it there. We're 7 minutes in. We've got one more exercise and then we're back to the beginning. So it is a plank. We've only burnt 50 calories. Oh dear. Okay, 40-second plank coming up. We might have to change this for burpees. Okay, let's go. Good guys, 15 seconds. If you're watching this on TikTok and you're not working out, at least do the planks every time. 40-second planks. You've got to do one 40-second plank every 8 minutes. That is definitely doable. Don't let me do this on my own. Okay, there's 30 seconds. Coming into the final 5. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold it there. We're coming back into those thrusters. We've burnt 60 calories. It's looking like 8 rounds, team. Prepare yourselves mentally for 8. Right, we're back in with the thrusters. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, there's 6, we're halfway, let's aim for 12, if you're on with me. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 3, 2, 1. Okay. Don't get too scared. If you think 8 rounds is too much, do what you can do, but just be aware of how many calories you're burning, what muscles we're working. This is all about education. It's not pushing yourself to keep up with me if you can't. But if you can't reach it, it means you can recycle this workout and you've got a benchmark to aim for. Right, we're in. Rdls. Nine. 5 seconds. 10, 11, and relax. I think 12 reps is quite a good target to aim for all of these. It means you're doing a decent tempo, probably 2 seconds down, 1 second up, and keeping it moving pretty regularly. Right, into those goblet squats or front squats. And 3, 2, let's go. 12 reps again if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. I managed 14 on that. Right, we're taking it into a single leg glute bridge. If that felt too easy last time, you can also utilise that chair again. So we're going to increase the range of movement by elevating that foot. Ready? Give it a go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. 10, 11, 12. Good, right, we're back in that 12 ratio if you're keeping up with me. 20-second break. Oh. And we're almost on 100 calories. It's getting better. Obviously the heart rate's coming up. We're working harder, we're burning more calories. I think 8's the maximum. Right, 3, 2, let's go. 2, 3. So this isn't about smashing out as many reps as possible. That'll be tomorrow's session. 5. It's about finding that right contraction, working the muscles properly, and getting a bloody good sweat on at the same time. I've lost count of my reps. But we've got 10 seconds to go. That's 3 more nice controlled reps. There's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. Oh, flipping heck. I'm actually going to take my shoes off for these. Find it a bit more comfortable. And I'm going to show you how you can take it into a goblet single leg squat. So we're just going to take that weight in front of us, foot behind. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we've got 5 seconds, can we squeeze 2 more out? 11, 12, just. Right, that feels pretty heavy for me, so I've got 24 kilograms. I'll probably take it back into the dumbbells next time, which are 12.5, but it just feels a bit more balanced. Oh wow. Right, we've crossed that 100 calorie mark, that's gone. First key milestone. Oh, right leg, we're in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15 seconds to go. Oh my gosh. 8, 9, 10, 5 seconds, 11, 12, okay. Oh. And we're back into the plank. Okay, 5 seconds, 3, 2, let's go. So use this as your chance to get your breather back, to get your breath back, little breather in, before we start the thrusters again. It's 15 seconds, over a third of the way there. Okay, coming into the last 10 seconds, let's go. Draw that belly button into your spine. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. 3, 2, 1. Right, hold it there. What are the calories saying? Right, we've done 1, 3, 1. So we're over a quarter of the way through the calories. Which means, let me stop and start. Right, into the thrusters, in 3, in 2. Right, let's do it from the side. Elbows to knees, drive above. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 seconds. Come on, Turks. 1, 2. Right. Also, what I want to try and show with this content is it's not enough just to go to the gym for an hour. It's what you do in the gym that counts. Just going into the gym doesn't warrant you to eat what you want. It's about what you do. You could go for half an hour and have a more effective session than someone who spends 2 hours there. Okay. I'm chatting breeze. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Romanian deadlifts. It's not breeze at all. Ugh. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're almost at top off time. A little boost of energy you need to keep you going. But before that, we're going into 2 rounds of single leg glute bridges. And we're starting in 5, in 4, in 3, 2. Let's go. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 seconds. 11, 12, 3, 2, 1, 13. Unlucky for some, not for me. Ah, flipping heck. How? Right, last round. And then it's top off time. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive through that hill. Big squeeze of the glute at the top. Slight pause, 1, 2, back down. 1, 2, back down. Tip the hips under. You don't want to feel anything in your lower back. Come onto your shoulders, and we're laughing. If it helps the contraction, tuck the chin on the chest. Helps your spine, or helps you to tip your hips under, maybe. Right, 10 seconds left. Oh, God, I'm sweating from my shins. Right, last 3, 2, 1. Relax. Relax. Don't do it. Tell a lie, we're on 19:45, so one more round and we can take our top off. If you want. Okay. 3, 2, let's go. Frame that front leg. Also, what you want to focus on doing, push the bum back slightly so you hinge at the hip, it protects your lower back, and it keeps the weight in that front quad. If you feel it in your groin, just move your foot a little bit closer. It should help. Right, 15 seconds to go. It's quite hard to talk and do this. Last 10, let's go, 3 more reps. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Yeah, so basically, if you take your stance too wide and stay too upright, you're going to arch your back, which puts pressure on that, and it's also going to really stretch that hip flexor. So feet nice and close, hinge at the hip, squat on one leg, take the weight in the quad. Ready? Let's go. Oh, mate. Halfway. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, Right. Plank, and then we've done 3 rounds. Okay, 3, 2, let's go. Remember what I said last time. Draw the belly button into your spine. So it's not just pushing out, you want to squeeze it in and brace your core. Squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, drive through the floor to make sure that the tension's staying in your muscles and you're not relaxing into your joint. It's not only cheating, but it also puts your joints at risk. Okay. 10 seconds. I forgot to take my top off. I'm definitely taking it off after this, let that be known. 3, 2, 1. What time is it? It's top off time! I've got a great idea for some merch for top off time. Go on, take it off. Take it off. Get it off, it makes you feel good. Right, I'm going to go into thrusters. I need this little boost. We've just hit the 200 calorie mark. That's 3 rounds, maybe we can do it in 7. Right, let's go, thrusters. I'm telling you, feel free as a bird. Holy shit. Right, we're halfway, let's go 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 3 seconds left. Last one. Right, there we go. Into the Rdls. Romanian Deadlifts. I'm not sure why they're called Romanian Deadlifts. Probably should know. Right, 5 seconds, they're coming up. 3, 2, let's go. So, think about those dumbbells moving in a straight line. They just go up and down, and it's your body that moves out of the way to accommodate that. And the way we do that is by pushing the bum back. Right, 15 seconds to go. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh, flipping neck. Goblet squats are coming. Oh. Let's go, 12 reps. 1, 2, 3. Screw those feet into the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we've got 5 seconds to go. Let's go 13. Ain't unlucky for me if my legs are getting bigger. We're done. Right, down onto the floor as quick as possible. Get your breath back while laying on your back. We're going again. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Vámonos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Vamos a pasar en Spanish. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, y 15. Well, we're going to do it in French this time. Right leg in just over 10 seconds. Okay, so a nice breather. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fuck me, that's actually proper dumb. 14, last one. 15. Oh, shout out Josh North. Fucking hell. I've lost my head. It's fully gone. Right, we're going single leg. Bulgarian split. Lunges, squats. Let's go. 1, 2. It might take a few reps to feel comfortable with these. Just wiggle your foot around, change the positioning or the distance it is from the chair. Bro, I can't even talk. Oh. This is the curse and the good thing about doing it on camera. Oh, I'm absolutely mullered now. Oh, I've got to keep going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, relax. Okay, right leg coming up. How many calories have you done? 253, so we're over halfway through the workout. Can't remember what round we're on. 28 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do it in less than 8 rounds. There's something promising, right. 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is a super effective way of getting a leg workout done, by the way, because we're working antagonistic muscles. Big word for me. So we're going anterior chain to posterior chain, which means when you're working one or the other one's resting. So your heart rate's staying high, but you're giving yourself a chance to recover from that antagonistic muscle. Basically, for dumb people like me, when you're working the front of your legs, you're resting the back. Okay, hold it there. Woo! Coming into a plank to cap off round 4. And if you need to bow out there, absolutely nothing bad at all. Right, 3, 2, 1, because this is half an hour. Okay, 15 seconds. We're downhill from here. That's 4 rounds almost done. We're going to do it in less than 8. So it's about getting through it. Try and get through the next 3. And then it's about how many exercises we need to do of that last one. It's not easy. As somebody told me on Instagram, on TikTok this week, stop. If it was that easy to burn 500 calories, everybody would be running around with a 6-pack. Well, the fact is they're not. Because it is this hard to burn 500 calories. But it's very easy to eat or drink 500. Once you've got the knowledge on how to, you can balance your lifestyle with fitness. And if you want to, go to www.litness.co.uk. I've lost my head. I've absolutely lost my head. Right, we're 10 seconds in. Just for anybody wondering, litness.co.uk is my website. It's where you can sign up to my online programs. It's got lots of this and plenty more. Nutrition plans, workouts, banter, exclusive group. Oh. Right, got 5 seconds. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Wow. Romanian deadlifts. Let's go front on. Oh. If you are struggling for breath, just interlock your fingers behind your head, open up your chest, make your lungs nice and big, get lots of oxygen in, and we go again. Ready? Ah. Right, relax. Don't do it. Okay, bang on, 300 calories. 3/5 of the way through. Right, it's now us versus the clock. Can we do this in less than an hour? Yes, we can, but it's how far under an hour we can go. Goblet squats, you should know what you're doing by now. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 5 seconds. Again, he's gonna hit 13. 3, 2, 1. Right, let me just turn the camera off and on again because it only lasts 20 minutes. Nothing happened. What are we saying, TikTok? Yes, we still got 40 people on. Good from you guys. Right, into the single leg glute bridge. 3, 2, let's go. 1. Oh wow, I'm struggling, boy. Ah. 10 seconds to go. 10, 11, 3, 2, 1. Ow. Ow and wow. Okay, 10 seconds, going back in with the other leg. Ah, mamma mia. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 seconds left. 9, 10, 11, 3, 2, 1. Right, 12. Oh, I hate these Bulgarian split squats. They are the devil. But we've done 3, 2, 5. Okay. Left leg first, weak leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halfway, come on, let's go. 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 seconds, 11, 12, right, pop them down, shake your legs out, I know mine need it. Oh, toggle the laptop, haven't wet myself, it's sweat. Okay, well, need some water. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, flipping neck. 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway. Come on, try again. 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going into the plank. Oh, I'm going to face the away from you. Oh, flipping heck. TikTok, give me some encouragement. I'm dying. 3, 2, let's go. Important here, you keep breathing. I mean, it's pretty important to breathe all the time, but you want to get that oxygen flowing around your body. Big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. We've got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Right, up onto your feet. I'm getting some water quickly. People killing, people dying, children hurting, hear them crying. Right, I haven't got time to drink that now. Was it worth it for the sing-song? Right, thrusters in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's go. Right, we're into round 6. 2, 3, 4. I told you you'd welcome that little stop. 5 on your shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 seconds. 11. Right, there we go. Probably not necessary to make all those noises, but hey ho. So I thought my battery went on the camera. All good, right. Into the RDLs, in 3, in 2, let's go. 5, let's aim for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 2, 1. Okay, into the goblet squats. I've got a funny feeling I missed out around the goblet squats somewhere along the way, because we're on 41 minutes. I think we should be on 42. Comment below if I did. Hashtag engagement. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh God, I don't know how much more I've got. 5. Come on, 12. 6, 7, that's 20 seconds. 7, come on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let's go, one more, 13, look at that. Okay, single leg glute bridges. You know what's coming now. I might not talk for the whole round, next one. Yeah, right, 383 calories. We're smashing it. Okay, let's go, weak leg first. Oh, these are feeling tough. It's body weight. How? My hamstrings on fire. Honestly, what's going on? I'm absolutely dripping. Shaking. I'm thirsty. I'm shouting S. Utter S is coming out of my mouth. 3, 2, 1. But, as I keep saying every day, you can see my mood before I start these workouts. I'm not sad, I'm not happy, I'm just temptation. Well, after this, I know I'm temptation on steroids. Right, 5 seconds in with that strong leg. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I feel like I could do anything right now, apart from glute bridges. Might try a backflip in a minute. My zone boy. Oh yeah, my zone emailed me today saying would I be interested in a collaboration. So let me know in the comments if you'd actually be interested in a heart rate monitor. It's funny, isn't it? Start using a heart rate monitor in your workouts. The company notices you. Hashtag influencing. Right, 3 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. I don't know how though, I don't think I've tagged them in anything. Right, fucking Bulgarian split squats. But the good news is 401 calories. The end is in sight. Ah, right, left leg first, or weak leg, whichever it is. 3, 2, let's go. 12 reps. Whoa, way too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Big deep breaths in. Come on, we're almost there. I'm predicting we've got the rest of this and then one more full set. 7 8s of 56. There we go, quick maths. Right, we're going back in 3, 2, weights up, and we are Bulgarian split squatting. Again, absolutely no idea why these are Bulgarian. I need to do a little Google session afterwards. Come on. 20 seconds, we've done 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 seconds, 11, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my legs are shaking like a shitting dog. We've got the plank to go, and we're on 420 calories. So if we can burn 10 calories per exercise, we've got one more round left. Come on! Right. Don't know if I'll fit in that way. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. Can't see the time. 15 seconds. 20 and we're halfway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. 30 seconds, last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, relax it there. Let me wiggle that mouse around. How long we got on? That should be perfect actually. Let's do this again. Right, thrusters boy. 10 seconds. We're going 12 reps. We've done 430 calories. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do burpees until, instead of the plank, I mean, if we're not hitting it. 2, 3. This could be our last round of thrusters. 4, 5, 6. 18 seconds in. 7, 8. Oh fuck. 9, 10. 5 seconds. Come on. 11, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I need a sip of water. Okay, 10 seconds. We're going back in. We've done 10 calories. We're going to do it. Come on. 3, 2. I've got sweat in my eye. It's got wax in it. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully that's the last of them. Let's get that out of the way. We need this one more time for the goblet squats. And we've done 452 calories. We're gonna do this. This is the last round. This is the last round. Right, 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 seconds, 12, let's go, 14, come on, 13, yes, 10, come on. Right, we're done with the heavy weights. Calorie count, calorie check even, 464, we are gonna do it. 5 seconds, on your backs, weak leg, single leg, glute bridge in 3, 2, let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, come on, 11, 12, 13, we got 3, 2, and relax, okay. Work on the floor, right, 10 seconds. Last round of glute bridges, I have to say. The Bulgarian split squats have been the hardest, but the glute bridges are a close second. 3, 2, let's go, 1. Girls, this is how you grow your booty. Don't worry about squatting. And lads, to be fair. This is probably one of the most underutilised exercises by gentlemen. Oh, we want to promote balance. It's no good just doing your quads. Work that posterior chain as well. Calves, all the way up to your lower back. Right, 15 seconds. I should probably take a leaf out my own book with training calves. I've got chicken legs, boy. Right, 2 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We are almost there. 480 calories, which means we'll probably do it after the Bulgarian split squats, but we may as well finish off with that plank just for good measure. Okay, 3, 2, let's go. 12 reps, stands between you and your other leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh come on, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 3, 2, 1, 12. Wow, I thought my legs were shaking before. 489 calories. We're gonna do it on the next exercise, but we're gonna finish off with that plank. Okay, this is good. 7 8s are 56, a 56-minute workout. 3, 2, let's go. I'll save the spiel for the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we've got 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright, we've done it. Oh, 499. Right, we're going to finish off with the plank. 40-second plank. And then we are Romeo done. Okay, start working your way down to the floor. This is it, last little bit. 3, 2, we're up. Let's hold it. Bum squeeze, quad squeeze. Driving through the floor with your whole forearm. Making sure the tension's in the shoulders. Squeeze that core nice and tight. Draw the belly button in. Brace. Brace in your core. So breathe out. Feel that feeling in your stomach. Your belly button draws into your spine. That's how you want to hold that plank. Oh, I can barely talk. Right, we've got 10 seconds left. And we're done. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax it there, everybody. Absolutely fantastic effort. Here we go. Here's the proof. For the YouTube, for TikTok. Can we see that? 509 calories, TikTok. There we go. So, thank you very much for doing that workout with me. Basically, what we've done there is an absolutely savage leg session. We've not only got our heart rate up, we've overloaded our muscle through volume. So there's 3 different ways of building muscle. Mechanical tension, which is heavy weights, which you can't really do at home. Metabolic stress, which is putting lots of volume through your muscles, rushing all the blood to it. You can increase your muscle mass that way. And then also muscle damage to some degree. You do that at 1 and 2, but also when you slow down your reps, you can also add that stimulus in there. So that has been lit. Longer interval intensity training. You're working harder for longer periods in order to burn more calories in the same time frame, but also with the use of weights, we're overloading the muscles in order to maintain muscle if we're trying to burn fat, but also grow muscle with that volume, as I just explained. That's been day 7. Thank you very much. Join me again tomorrow, and we're going to do a completely bodyweight cardio session. And I think I might have a little friend coming to join me. Brilliant. Temps out. Okay, we're going to start laying on the floor. Oh my gosh, absolutely knackered. So, time to cool down. We are just going to start with our hands above our head. Big deep breaths in. One more. Okay, grab that left knee in your hands, shoulders down the floor, bum stays on the floor, give it a big squeeze in towards you. And then when it feels nice and tight in the hip and the hamstring, we're just going to circle our ankle. Go 10 times in either direction. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now let that knee come to the side of you. You want to keep your hips on the floor, or your bum on the floor, and open up that hip. So the knee's getting as close to the floor to the side of you as you can, meanwhile squeezing it in towards your body. And use your breath to really relax into these stretches. Making sure that right glute stays touching the floor. Okay, right hand on left knee. Bring that across your body, so this time the shoulders down the floor. And we're just stretching that back out. Rotating the lumbar part of your spine, which is the lower part. And again, exhaling to get deep into that. Okay, come back to center. We're going to do exactly the same on the other leg. So right knee comes in towards your chest, interlock those fingers. Give it a big squeeze in towards you and start circling that ankle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, open that hip up again, keeping the left glute on the floor. Squeezing the knee in towards your torso. Open up that hip as much as you can. Use the breath to sink into it. Okay, left hand on right knee, shoulders stay on the floor, twist it out. Oh yes. Big, deep stretch, exhale. Good, from here, come back to center. Just come onto your right hand side. Use your elbow to support you if you need to, and you're just going to take your foot in your hand, keep your knees together, tuck the hips under to stretch the quad. I am absolutely spent. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to spin around onto my left hand side. You do the same. Again, knees together, foot in hand, hips forward. And as you extend the hips forward by squeezing the glute, you should automatically feel that quad lengthen. I was going to say tighten, mine feels so tight. Okay, make sure you get a good meal in after this. Lots of water, and do any more recovery bits you need. This is all just general stuff based on what we're doing in these workouts, but if you need to do any more, feel free to do it. Right, coming onto your stomachs, we're just going to put our hands in a press up position and push up, but instead of going into a press up, you're going to keep your hips on the floor into a back bend. And what we want to do here is drop the shoulders away from the ears, drive through the floor, and make that neck nice and long. And then you're going to take your chin over your left shoulder. And then if you want to make that stretch even more, just allow the right shoulder to come forward, and you're going to look over at your left heel, of which mine says Rdls. Okay, back to the centre. Same again, neck nice and long. Chin over right shoulder, hold it there for a few seconds. If you're getting enough out of that stretch, absolutely perfect. If not, twist that left shoulder forwards and look at the right heel. These. Okay, back to center. Keep your knees nice and wide, but you want to bring your heels into touch, and you're just going to shift the weight into your heels. And from this movement, think about driving your armpits towards the floor. Really open the hips to sit in between. And then just have a few big deep breaths in here. Sinking in, and also bringing that heart rate back to normal, or as close to. Okay, tabletop position, tuck your toes under, shoot your bum up to the ceiling. Again, with those armpits, drive them towards your feet. So you want to push your head through, armpits towards feet, keep those legs straight, and you should feel a nice stretch from the calves all the way up to the bottom of your glute. And then if you want to, just start pedaling your feet out. So one leg bent, one leg straight. Oh, mate. And just release any tension in those calves. Once you're ready, just start slowly walking your hands in towards your feet. We are going to interlock our fingers behind our leg. Take a slight bend in the knee, and then you're just going to lift up through the spine until it catches the back of your legs. As you keep lifting up, you should feel a nice stretch across the top of your shoulders and also the lower part of your back. So the shoulders should run from right to left and left to right, and in the lower back it should go from lower back into your bum. Good, really lift up, let your head go floppy, And then let go, slowly roll yourself up, leaving the head till last. Big stretch up to finish. Circle those arms backwards into the small of your back. We're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Try and touch the elbows, or get the elbows as close as possible. Good. Then last but not least, we're just going to do a little shoulder stretch to keep that arm nice and straight on top. Let it go floppy and then pull it in with the other arm. That's it, pull it in with that other arm. Then you're going to use that same hand, pat yourself on the back, all done for today's session, and then drive that elbow up to the top of the room. Good, shake your arms out, we're going to go other arm. So again, nice straight arm on top, let it go floppy, pull it in. You should feel it stretch outside of your shoulder. And then take that hand again, pat yourself on the back, drive the elbow to the top of the room. 10 seconds here. Right, we're just going to roll our wrists, go all different directions. And then last but not least, give yourselves a big shake out. Massive round of applause. Absolutely fantastic. So make sure we're doing those cool downs at the end of every session. Join me again tomorrow for another 500 calorie workout. And also in the meantime, check out my content on Instagram and TikTok. It's temp_tation, and you can make use of the meals that I'm creating for you guys, sticking to that 500 calorie mark. Nice one, thanks, subscribe, comment, share, everything, and I'll see you again next time.